Hello, it's Daniel from DLR Car Company. Just a quick video that I promised you of the Megane. I've just moved it inside from the rain, so I've tried to dry it off as best I can, but my drying towel's wet already as it is, so I've done the best that I can. So I'm going to walk around the car. I'll point out any defects that I see to you, and we can take it from there. So I'll start with the front end of the car. So the front end of any car, it's always the bit that gets the most wear and tear, just with stone chips and scratches. But for the most part, this car is fine. If you look close enough, yeah, you'll see the odd wee defect here and there, stone chip, etc. But in terms of scratching, it's all in good order. There's nothing wrong with it, nothing excessive. Certainly not for the bumper. And then for the bonnet, sure, I couldn't get this totally dry, but just trying my best to show you that there's no dents or scratches. The odd wee stone chip here and there, as you're going to get on any car, but certainly nothing out of the ordinary. Headlights and all the bits of trim at the front are good as well, same with the fog lights. I'm just going to walk down the passenger side of the car. So I'm just showing it at this angle just to show you that there's no big dents in the doors, no scratches. Just look at the reflection of the BMW to the right on the video, and if you'll see that there's no distortion in the reflection. Usually if there's a wee dent, it'll be plain to see by looking at the reflections, but everything's all good. And same with the bottom of the car. Just droplets of water stuck on there. And then so with the wing, sorry, not the wing, the quarter panel, that's all good as well. So move on to the back of the car. Again, nothing to be concerned about here. So the two corners are painted silver, and then the black part is just like plastic, like hard plastic. So your sensors are built into there. There's no damage to this. Again, it's just wet, it's hard to show everything. I mean, if you look close enough, let's zoom in here. Yeah, a little bits of wear and tear just where things will be getting loaded into the boot. But from a metre away, you don't see anything. Tailgate, similar story, nothing wrong with that. Okay, let's open up. A big old boot. Put your parcel shelf back, so again, no damage here, no damage to the sides. Apologies about the lighting, it's not the best lighting, but it looks fairly clean as well. So it doesn't look as if there's been like dogs or anything like that in here. It's fine. And you were asking about the timing belt. So like I said, the box that the old timing, or sorry, the box that the new timing belt would have come in is here. Various wee bits and bobs just kicking about. So this is an old, I said water pump, it's not, it's called I think it's called a dephaser pulley, something that's kind of specific to the Renault engine. So yeah, there's a few wee older bits and bobs here from the previous one. Like I said, the fact that this is in the car is reassuring, to know that it's probably been done at some point in the future, in the past. And then I'm just going to go through the service book with you. So in Renault, all the stuff's at the back. There we go. Oh no, where is it? In fact, right, okay, so C services 2013, 2016, and actually this one here, I didn't realise this when I spoke to you earlier, so it is actually marked up. Service 2017, cam belt, done at the same time, so I think it was, what's that, 6 years ago, but 77,000 miles. So that's only, what's that, that's 40,000 miles ago, I think. Most recent service recorded in 2021, and that was done at 101,000 miles. So the interval on these cars, I believe, is 2 years or 20,000 miles. So it is due a service now, and it will be getting one before it's sold. And then just to make sure I'm not missing anything, yeah, no, that's all there is. Okay, so there's your service history. there's the box that I was talking about. And just to go through the rest of the car, so just going to go, I've left myself a bit tight space here, so I'm just going to go over here. Oh, but I'll show you the roof while I'm at it, but there's no damage to there. I couldn't get all this dried off. But that's the big panoramic glass roof. And then the small bit of paint that is on the roof, no damage, it's all just wet. And then lastly, our bodywork. This panel's fine. Okay, all the tyres are in good order. Most of the wheels are fine. I mean, if you look close enough at the edges of them, yeah, there's a couple of bits of wear and tear there. I can try my best to tart that up. Back wheel, I can't get the camera in, but take my word for it that it's not bad. This front left wheel, this is probably the most visibly worn one that's on there. Always tends to be the side that's furthest away from you in the front, so always the front left. So a few bits of wear there and here and there. So pretty much all round this wheel. Can't really notice it from too far away, but it is there. And lastly, left hand wheel. Much a similar story, so a couple of scratches there. All the tyres are fine, there's a good tread on all of them, but despite the tread being good, I don't know until it goes through the MOT whether they're still acceptable, but they should be, just going by the tread. Okay, inside, conscious the video's getting on, so just go over this. You can ask me if you want anything specific. So let's turn our car on. It's keyless entry, keyless ignition as well. So I've got the key in my pocket. You can put the key in here, but as long as that kind of charges the key while the car's on. But as long as the key has battery in it, as long as it's on your person, car detects it, and you'll be able to start the engine without actually having to put it in anywhere. It's the same for opening the doors. There's buttons on the doors. That button there, press that when you leave the car and it'll lock it. And likewise when you're getting into it. So close this. There's your dashboard. So there's the current mileage, just as advertised. No warning lights, no service messages. The navigation system's up here, so the control system for it's down here, the big screen up there, and it's a good enough system, but it is a little bit dated. In all honesty, most people tend to use their phone nowadays because the maps are more up to date and you get the live traffic, but it is there if you want it. Cruise control, speed limiter, electric handbrake, and your automatic shift. So quite a good automatic system this. You just put it down to drive, and then if you want to kick it into manual mode, put the gear stick to the left, and then you can up and down shift at your leisure. So because we're stationary, it's only going to let me go up to 2, but you can increase and decrease this at your leisure while you're actually driving. It's got a fancy climate control system, so it's got dual zone. One side can have one temperature, another can have the other, and then just your normal sort of radio controls are down here. So in terms of all the screens, dashboard, that's the way it is. Steering wheel's fine, nice chunky steering wheel. And last thing, just the upholstery. Oh, right, so that's a good thing, that. So I'll just show you what that was. Because the car's on and I've got it in drive, it won't come up now, but it gave me a big warning that the car was in drive. So I've taken it out, turn this off. Okay. And yeah, upholstery and carpets. So see, not much wear to the seat at all. These are the wee suede bits that I was talking about on the phone. The whole seat's just had a sort of basic wipe down so that the car's acceptable for photographs. But we'll get wee Henry into that before it's sold, try and get it a bit nicer. And the back seats, much the same story. There's not as much dirt on these because they're not as used as much, but we'll still try and tart it up a bit. And last thing, kind of really nice thing about the car is your panoramic roof. So It's open just now. Your controls are, trying to zoom in, your controls are up there for it. It's really easy to use. A couple of blinds as well, so you can pull the blind over if you want it to, but most people just like to have it open all the time. Even in winter it's still quite pleasant. So I didn't press anything at all there. Because you move away from the car, it closes itself. It detects when the key's out of range. So I've got the key here, and you move closer, and when you go to open this door, so I'm not touching any buttons here, it opens itself. And again, close it, got the key here, not pressing anything, and it will lock itself. So it won't do that if the key's in the car as well. So like I said, as long as you've got the key on your person, it opens and closes itself. I'm probably rambling on a little bit, but that's just all the stuff that I wanted to show you on the car. You were asking about price. I think the price is justified. It's an automatic car, which is it's an estate as well, and diesel and automatic. So it's a very hard thing to get hold of. We had to pay a bit more than we would have liked to in the first instance to get it in off the previous owner. And the fact is that there's not many of them, and I've only had it advertised for a matter of days. So I'm not in any panic to sell it for lower than the advertised price. But that being said, I'd do something for you. So hope this has been informative. Have a good think about it, and if you want to speak to me again or to ask any follow-up questions, just feel free to message me. You can phone me up until about 7 or 8 o'clock every night, but after that time, just give me a message and I'll get back to you. I'm usually up until quite late anyway. So thank you very much. Sorry I've kept the video a bit longer than I wanted it to be, but needs must. Thank you.